Okay, good evening, guys. Welcome to V-Smiles Designs. My name is Victor Ibiringa. So today I'm going to be showing us how to use Pixellab. Pixellab. Okay, you can download this app straightforward from Google, but I'll drop a link in the description on how you can download it or on ways you can download it. I'll just drop a link to the app so you can get the app. Let me turn off my data. Alright, so this is the app here, this one, Pixellab. And once you open Pixellab, the first thing you're going to see is this interface. It's going to be like this. This is the default preset. This is the default preset. Okay, let's start with this. These up here are called the shortcuts. I call them the shortcuts because from this plus icon you can easily add text, current dates, sticker shapes, or images from your gallery, and you can draw. That is what this shortcut is for. And this right here is to save your work as project or as image. To save as project, all you need to do is just tap this and create a project name, and it will be done. Then when you're done creating the project name, you select OK. Then the next, to save your image, is just to do this and set it on ultra. Make sure you place your picture quality or your design quality on ultra. Alright, so this is to share, just as it is to share in any social media platform or whatever you want to share it to. And here is quotes. Perhaps you're doing a design and you just need some quotes. Pixellab has some customized quotes or default quotes that are already pre-installed in the app, in English and French. There are also motivations, success quotes, friendship quotes, happiness quotes, and so lots more. Alright, and this here is another shortcut here where you can choose image from gallery or full screen, or use image from camera, export your image, set your image size, and see other tutorials from Pixellab, or open a Pixellab file, PLP here. Open the Pixellab file. This is to recover your auto save. This is the PLP file where you have the documents, the projects you've saved that you're about to go back to. Just like this here, I have so many projects. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to come over to this place because from this place we can know how these tools here work. Okay, this is grid lines where you can use to set grid, just as the name is. You can adjust your grid by pressing this grid settings and adjust it wherever you want. And you can delete grids. Perhaps you don't want all of them. You can delete some. Yes. And this grid is used in designs to make your work orderly. In order. Alright, so once you're done with setting it, you can also do this snapped grid or turn it off. You'll be like this and your design is going to be organized. Okay, this is also the shortcut to your project, and these here are presets for designing. So I'm going to select this white background now. I'm going to select this white background to show us other effects or other tools in Pixellab. So this right here is a text tool. You can add a text or you can add a quote. So we're going to add a text here, and this is for text styles. This is Pixellab pre-installed preset text styles, and here you have your style. Perhaps you designed something before, a text style, and you save it. You can save your text design here. Alright, and now here this pen tool is where you can edit your text. Let's say Pixellab and press OK. So you can delete here. They are very it's very simple to use, just as it says here. Delete, copy is to duplicate it, send to front and send to back. So this send to front means this. In Pixellab or in any designs, they are always in a form of a deck of cards. They are always in layers. So let's say I have more than one of this Pixellab right up, and I tap here, this icon here, it shows me all of my every item I've used in the design. The first one will be down here and the second will be following upward, just like that. So you can send to front or send to back. Do you understand? Yes, I believe so. Alright, let me delete this one and continue. So send to front and send to back. Now this is also the relative position where you can adjust the rate at which they move along your canvas. Okay, canvas is this area, all your workspace is called your canvas. All your workspace is called your canvas. So you can easily move it using this position tool and increase the rate at which it moves, or you use the relative position tool. This is to put it in exact points in your design, exact points in your canvas. As we can see here, this is completely centralized, centralized. Alright, the next tool is the size, where you can increase your image size to the highest or to the lowest. So, and despite the fact that its limit is 243, you can still increase it more than that by holding this icon here and stretching. Do we understand? Yes. Okay, we'll go over to the next tool. Let me reduce this a little bit. So now the next tool in the text panel is the padding, and this padding is useful for some kind of fonts. When you choose them, select them, it's going to be something like this, whereby your text is not complete, it's kind of cut out. So you use padding to increase the space around your text, and that's just how simple this tool works. The next is the color tool, and as just as it is used to add color to your text or image or whatsoever you're doing. Okay, and perhaps the color you want is not among of the already installed preset or colors. You can press the plus icon and choose from this color spectrum the color you want, the color of your choice. So we're going to let's use something like this, or let's just use purple. Yes, that is for color. This is for solid color. There is also a gradient color. A gradient color is simply a combination, a very soft blending of two or more colors. It's called a gradient. So this is a gradient. The colors here are two, one red here and dark red here, and this is how you can adjust it. You can select the colors individually. How did I do that? You click one of the color buckets, let me just call it color bucket, and select this icon here, this plus icon, and you are back to the color spectrum here, and you can select your colors. Alright, then you can do the same to the second color you want to choose and pick another color that would blend well with it, just like this. You can also use this plus icon to add more than one color, as we are seeing here, and you can use this minus to delete them. You can use this to move about them, and you can use it this one to invert their positions. Alright, next is the texture tool. Now the texture tool is a very simple tool to use. It's just simply going to add either a pattern texture or an image texture to your image, and it's basically image texture. So perhaps I want to make this Pixellab text have an image maxed into it. I'll just simply do this, and it takes me to my gallery, and I pick a picture of my choice, and whatever picture I choose, it will automatically be embedded on my design or on my text. Afterwards is the opacity. This is simply how visible your text should be, and you can enable the After Effects, shadow, and so on. It's just very easy to use. The next one is the rotate. Just as simple as it is, you can use to rotate your designs wherever you want, and you can reset it just by using this icon here. The next is the maxing tool. This is just simply to cut out some part of your text edit your text by cutting out some part of it, and this can be used to do awesome effects, awesome styles on Pixellab. You can use it to do awesome things on Pixellab. Alright, in subsequent videos I'm going to be showing us how we can use these tools. Afterwards is the font tool. This is just simply to add fonts. So when you come into this font tool, you see Pixellab's pre-installed fonts here. There are lots of fonts you can choose from. Perhaps you've not installed a font, but if you've installed a font, you see it in this My Fonts channel here, where you can select any kind of font of your choice. I'm going to make another video where I'll teach you guys how to download and install fonts, but in this video I'm just simply showing us how to use the Pixellab app. Okay, next is the style. This style simply means the style of your text, be it bold, italics, or underlined, or none. Do we see that? Bold, italics, underlined, or none. So, and I can also select the part of my text that is bold or italics or anything. So just simply by doing this, highlighting the particular text I want to use to bold, Alright, that's just as simple as it is. The next is the curve text. Curve text is just simply as it is to curve your text. Alright, and you can use all these effects in your designs. Next one is to add background to your image. To add background, and you can select the color, add background to your text rather. You can select the color of your choice. You can increase the padding. I showed us how padding works, to the left or to the right, top or bottom. Then this is to align. So perhaps I have a text that is in 2 lines. I can make it centralized, right aligned or left aligned. I can also make it justified. Alright, the next one is the line space, the text spacing. This is just simply to reduce or increase the amount of space, the space in between your text, in between your letters. You can also do in between words if you have more than one word. Okay, next one is line spacing. Just as it is to reduce the space in between lines. Alright, so the next one is to add stroke. Just as simple as it is, you can use this tool to add strokes to your design and add shadow effects and also make it emboss. So now for Android 10, you might have something like this where you do the emboss stuff. It can be solved by either reducing the size of your text, like increase it or reduce it to where this distortion stops, and when you're done you just press mark. Or you can just simply create a shape, take it out of your canvas and merge them together. To merge 2 items, you simply see this icon here, you just simply tap it and it gives you an option to tick objects. So you tick them. You cannot tick anything less than 2. Then you use either you can edit them here. This first icon is to edit, this one is to delete, while this middle one here is to join them together or merge them together. So I'll merge, and they will ask you, are you sure you want to merge the selected objects? And you just simply say okay. Okay, it happens again. So I'll just simply undo. Yes, this tool here is to undo it. Alright, so but for other Android versions it might not happen like this to you. Your text might not be distorted when you use emboss or 3D. Alright, this perspective is just simply to give your text perspective. Simply enable it and you can play with these nodes, or to give your text a perspective it will be something like this. Alright, where are we? The next one is 3D rotate. 3D rotate is where you can rotate your text on the x-axis or y-axis, just depending on what you want. And you can also add shadow to your text. You can adjust the shadow quality, maybe reduce it a bit to make it a little bit realistic. Okay, and the last one in the text tool is the reflection. The reflection tool. Okay. Next is the shape tool. The shape tool is one of the easiest of the tools, where you have stickers. Now this is the paid version of Pixellab. So you might, in your own Pixellab, if you download it directly from Play Store and you've not paid, you might not see these icons here. You might not see all of these icons or these stickers. Do you understand? You might not see any of this. You get? So this is to select stickers, and this is to import image from your gallery. To import image for your gallery that you use on your design. This is to draw, where you can increase, set the pen size, and do anything of your choice, and increase the smoothness, and just basically do amazing concepts on Pixellab. You can also do fill inside and enable dash line or neon effects and blur radius. Any of them you want to do. So this draw pen tool is just simply, or draw tool is just simply to draw by yourself. Just simply do something by yourself on Pixellab, and you can select the colors of what you're doing. Do you understand? Alright. So the next one is the shape tool. So in this shape tool, if you click this place here, you see an access to different kinds of shape. You see square, circle, semicircle, arrow, triangles, stars, and other organic shapes. And you can also, for a square, you can adjust the radius. Let me make the color black so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is what it simply means. The square is normally like this, so adjusting the radius means giving it curved edges, and if you take it to 100%, it becomes a perfect circle. Alright. And you can also add stroke to it, stroke width and stroke color. Okay. So the next tool is this Bezier tool. This Bezier tool is basically to create curved lines by yourself. To create curved lines or curved shape. You can be used to do amazing things in Pixellab. You just stick around for more videos so we can learn how to use all of these tools in real-time designs. Then this arrow is just simply to create arrow. I don't really use this because it's almost useless to me. I don't used to use these ones. Well, you can use it to just get simple icons. You can create an arrow here. You can change it to two-headed arrow or rounded headed or any type of your choice. Alright, then the next one is this layer. This layer here, I call it the background settings layer, where you can choose your background color. You can choose your background color. You can make it transparent. You can choose your background color. I'll use this one because it's almost blending to the design. And you can also choose gradients. Gradients are these. I told us what gradients are. So that's just simply it. So let's use this color here. So the next one is this transparent. Perhaps you're designing a logo on Pixellab and you want to send it to your client, or you want to save it as PNG. Just simply press this transparent and it takes up the background. Just simply press the transparent. Okay, the next tool now is image size. This is where you tend to set your image size by width and breadth, that is the aspect ratio. And you can also use the customize preset, where there's custom shape, square, profile picture square, YouTube banner, YouTube channel banner, YouTube thumbnail, Facebook cover art. And I beg of you guys that we should actually search on Google the current size, Facebook size, Instagram post size or reel size, so we can get the accurate shape, the accurate size or the accurate dimension, and we impute them here. Alright, so you can also crop. Okay, this cannot work for now because I'm not using an image from my background. If I was using an image from my background, this tool here would be available where I can crop it. Then this is to choose image from WhatsApp, from Pixellab's pre-installed images. Is to choose image just like this. Is to choose images. I remember when I started designing earlier, I made use of this image, but now I do not make use of any of them. The next is to choose image from your gallery. So perhaps you want to design something on the picture. On the picture, just simply go to your gallery and pick a picture of your choice and work on them. Then lastly is this camera tool where you can simply take a picture of something and design straightforward. Then the next one is this tool here. This is just simply to rotate your designs, to rotate your background. It's not going to be noticed here because all of my background has the same color, so you cannot know when it is changing. Then this is to add vignettes to your design. This leads to fade or blur, circle, radial, stuff like this. You can increase it, you can reduce it. You can also choose the color. You get, so Pixellab is quite simple to use. You can also add noise. This noise is just a kind of effect that is in Pixellab, which you can add to your designs and make it very beautiful. You can also add stripes. This is stripes. You can adjust them. It's kind of boring. Alright. You can also adjust the brightness, just like this, and also how bright it is or how dark it is, and fix the contrast, hue, and saturation. Alright guys, so that is about it. So once again, once you're done with whatever you're doing on Pixellab, just simply click here and press save to save as image. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on your post notification button and like this video. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.